This video is for my MCAS, MCAD peeps, people out there with histamine intolerance, issues with eating, nausea, vomiting, all that good stuff. So if that's not you, feel free to scroll on or stay, whatever. But it's going to be a little bit of a long rant because I'm really trying to figure out some shit. And as we all know that are chronically ill, a lot of times the doctors can be more, I don't know. I have been dealing with nausea and vomiting at night for a long time. Well, I've been dealing with nausea and vomiting for a long time. Nausea going back months, and then the vomiting just started happening just this last month or so. Yeah, about this last month. And it was happening every night. I could go through the day with maybe some light, sorry, I'm cold. Some light symptoms, flushing, high heart rate, a little bit of sweating, maybe some itching, but nothing bad, like just minor symptoms. But then I could go to bed and fall asleep like early. I take my nighttime meds at like 7, and I'd lay down and maybe doze off, because I'm an old lady. I go to bed early. But like my body would wake me up between 8 and 9 o'clock because I was starting to feel nauseous. And at first I didn't know what it was. I was like, why am I waking up? And I would feel kind of weird, but I didn't know what it was. And then it would grow. And then I'd end up running for the bathroom and throwing up. So I started taking just prophylactically one Benadryl at night with my nighttime meds. And I had a couple nights of, I think I did that for like a week. And then I switched to Allegra, and I tried going without the Benadryl at night to see, because I know for some people Allegra is like the H1 blocker that works, where Claritin and Zyrtec don't. So I had a couple nights of, actually I took the Allegra one night instead of the Benadryl when I felt nausea, and it stopped the nausea. So I thought, oh, okay, well maybe this is the thing, because long-term use of Benadryl is not good, blah blah blah. So I went a couple nights where I had no nausea. I didn't take Benadryl, I just took the Allegra and the Pepcid at night, and I had no nausea. And then I had one, and it was bad. And I took a Benadryl and laid here and thought happy thoughts and breathed in through your nose and out through your mouth, and was able to stop myself from vomiting, but it took like 45 minutes and it was horrible. So yesterday I really focused in, plus, just having been nauseous, I really focused in on what I was eating, trying to eat low histamine. My husband had gone fishing with a friend and caught a halibut. So he made halibut cheeks I didn't eat any breakfast because I didn't know what I could eat, because I had coffee, I can't, eggs you're not supposed to have. I didn't have anything else in the house that was breakfast food. So about 11 o'clock, he made halibut cheek. So I had halibut cheek for breakfast. And then a little bit later on, I had a plain bagel with cream cheese, which is supposed to be okay. And I went to my physical therapy. I've had some nausea going there and coming back, but I've noticed lately, all of a sudden now, I'm starting to have some like motion sickness issues, which is something I've never dealt with. So again, I don't know I think it was motion sickness. I don't think it was the bagel that made me feel nauseous. So then last night, I made halibut fillets with lemon brown butter sauce and broccoli, and those are all low histamine. So when I went to bed last night, I didn't take a Benadryl. I wanted to see what happened, and I did my typical waking every 2 hours, which is happening again, and it's driving me crazy. But I didn't have any nausea. When I woke up this morning, I felt my tummy was a little upset, but I think that's just from not eating, because I just, like I said, all I had yesterday was a halibut cheek, half a bagel, and then I had half of my halibut fillet last night and half my broccoli. Because of not eating, I've lost like 20 pounds in a month. So I think the nausea this morning was from that. And I got some Nature's Path honeyed cornflakes. They're on the Sighi low histamine list, is okay. And they actually weren't too bad. So that's what I threw in my stomach this morning. Anyway, long story to get to. I was told to start adding this Prilosec OTC. Somebody on a MCAS list told me that they were doing the same thing, and they added this to the H1 blockers that they were already taking, and it stopped their nausea. But me, now I'm so afraid. I'm like one of those weird people that's like, well, the doctor didn't say I could take that. And then I'm also afraid of medication reactions. So I'm just looking for anybody out there that has had this problem with the nighttime nausea and vomiting. I know that I read that your body naturally releases histamine at night, and I think that's what's happening in my mind. And this is what I think, is that my little histamine bucket all day long, I'm eating foods and throwing histamine in that bucket, and I might not get to the point where the bucket overflows, so I don't have any major reactions. But then at night, when my body releases histamine, that's what overflows that bucket, and that's what makes me throw up. Seems logical to me. But I just want to know, is anybody else out there dealing with that? Has the Prilosec helped? What has helped you? My doctor prescribed cromolyn sodium. I'm still waiting the prior auth. It said it needed prior auth, and like I said in a video before, for me, when something requires a prior auth, that means that they're going to deny it and that I have to fight for it. But now I'm wondering, do I need the cromolyn sodium? If you have MCAS and you had this problem, did the cromolyn sodium help you? I'm nervous because I'm hearing so many people say that the cromolyn sodium caused them stomach problems and that they had to go several weeks to work through that. And I really I don't know. I'm just looking for answers. If you had my problem and the cromolyn sodium helped you, I want to hear from you. If the Prilosec helped you, I want to hear from you. If you tried something else and it helped you, please, please, please talk to me, because I'm about at the end of my rope here.